Moe, happy February. Here we are.
February. February is hard to
February.
say.
February. I always like to pronounce the R instead of saying
How
February.
do you say the middle of the week?
Wednesday.
Okay, well, if you're going to say February, you have to say Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But you know what I think? I think it's important just to slow down because you're doing fine.
Okay, everybody. So this is something Mo does. When you're on a call with her, she reads the things in the background
Embrace. Just embrace kindness.
randomly, and a lot of times I can't figure them out. The first time she did it to me,
Oh, that
I
was
couldn't figure it
so
out.
funny.
It was funny. I would read all of your honors and citations and degrees on your back wall.
Go for it.
I can't, they're too small.
They came with the frame. Um,
Happy Sunday, everybody. It
my
is
goodness. So has
okay to
everybody else
record.
been snowed in for a week officially now? This stuff has not. We have still the same snow and ice from a week ago.
It's crazy. Like, I was in Ohio this weekend where there wasn't quite as much snow, but it was colder.
Yeah.
It was -11 the other day. This morning when we left, it was 5 degrees, but the snow was sparkling. It was gorgeous. It
Do you
was,
think maybe that's just a lack of sleep?
I don't know, but it was
Yeah.
pretty. I was excited. So, but yeah, coming home and just seeing that like our road is still one lane.
Hmm.
There are no sidewalks. So I don't know how the kiddos are going to go to school tomorrow,
Aren't you guys 2 hour delay? Yeah.
but everybody on social media is like, what difference is that going to make?
Yeah.
You're going to undig all the sidewalks in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
No, we still
anyway,
our driveway's still not plowed. We
it's
are
not.
no, we're driving on ice. We're just
Oh my
basically
gosh.
and everybody's out of salt, and so Jen's been because we have a saltwater pool, and so Jen's been using the
Wow.
bags of salt that are meant for the pool
Oh my
on
gosh.
the driveway. But
Can
yeah,
her truck hack it in the snow, I would
yeah,
imagine?
it's 4-wheel drive. Her truck's
Oh,
been
good.
it's been a godsend
How
because
about your car? Does it do
I
okay and
haven't even left the
haven't even
garage
tried?
because Jen won't let me. She's like, yeah, no. She drove me to my mom's today.
We were driving home today through Western Maryland on 40 and 68, and the entire hill is covered with trees, and all of the trees were covered with snow, and it was so pretty. It was just really beautiful. It was messy though, all this
Yeah,
crap kicking up on your car and stuff. So
yeah.
here we are.
There you go.
And you know what tomorrow is? And maybe the next day, and the day after
Monday.
that, and the day after that. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, second. Yeah, Puxatawny Phil.
Buckeye Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. So I
If
gotta
you're,
tell you. So when I was at the Air Force Academy as a freshman, you had to memorize the menus for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you had to.
okay.
Long story short, but anyway, you had to have three current events articles. You had to know you had to know a bunch of data every day, data, and you would stand out and like when we the whole cadet wing, so 4,000 cadets would all stand. Just the freshmen would stand at attention, but everybody would stand at their seat. All 4,000 people stand behind their seat at the table until we got the command that we could all sit, and then we'd all sit down. But while we were standing and waiting, so it means you waiting for other squadrons to get in. So 4,000 people through one door, which is a fire hazard, I'm sure. But the freshmen would have to read off. They would ask the upperclassmen would ask what your current events article were, or they would quiz you, what's for dinner tonight, or how many days until I graduate. Just random
Jeez.
shite. So it was the 2nd of February, and because we were in Colorado, it was 2 hours later than it was on the East Coast. So I already knew whether Puxatawny Phil saw his shadow or not. So that was my current event article. So,
Nice.
meanwhile, there's war going on, there's whatever going on, and my current event article, and of course, I led with that. Like, nobody, normally you're like, the Vatican has selected a pope, or, Israel, there's peace in the Middle East, or
Somebody
whatever. And
bomb somebody else.
I go, today in Pennsylvania, Puxatawny Phil saw his shadow, which means it'll be 6 more weeks of winter. I got my ass chewed.
So
Like,
that wasn't considered newsworthy. That was not.
I was probably at the wrong table. They're like, Barrett, do you really think that's current events? Yes, sir. Why do you
It
think
could,
that's current events? Because today's the 2nd of February. Also not a good answer.
it could not be more current.
Anyway,
Do they still do that at the Academy?
I don't know. I'll have to find out. Ma'am, I will find out. That was one of the seven basic responses. Your first year,
Okay,
there's
Sam.
seven basic responses. Yes, sir, no excuse, sir. Sir, may ask a question. Sir, may make a statement. Sir, I do not know. Sir, I will find out.
We're going to do an entire podcast, and that's all you're allowed to say.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, or as I did it, yes, sir. No, yes, sir. No, yes, ma'am, may I make a correction? No, sir. Yes. And then I would spend all of breakfast like this. Sir, that is a sir. Ma'am, that is a sir. Sir, that is a ma'am. Ma'am, that is
Oh
a ma'am.
my gosh.
This,
That's crazy.
it's amazing I even made it through the first year, much less the three after that.
Much less the three after that and your career of
Oh,
flying
Lord.
airplanes.
Yeah. Computer glitches abound. So,
That's
anyway,
Barrett. I'll just let her through.
just
She's, I think she's fine.
she's part of this pilot program we have. Yeah.
Meanwhile, around the same time, I was up on the stage at E.J. Thomas Hall in Akron, Ohio, being the third spirit in Mozart's The Magic Flute and walking around singing opera on stage. So
Yeah, that
I
sounds
lasted 2 years as an opera major. I
just as
like
right.
opera, but not any more than 2 years of it. So it was fun.
And what song is going through my head right now?
I don't know.
The Bridges Opera. Todd would know
Oh, I know. I can't say that, can
because
we?
Katie won't say tit. It's auto tit sling.
Mo knows all of the words, and so
I
does
do.
Todd.
I do. I'm quite
And
proud
it's
of
on
that.
the karaoke in your car, and we've done it.
Well, yeah, quite proud.
I thought of you today as I was driving and playing my musical theater playlist and singing along with everything. I thought about the last time when we drove to TEDx, we did karaoke the entire trip, like
No, so
all
that
five
was
and a half
last
hours.
year. That was the year that we emceed TEDx.
Yes.
What did we do the year we drove up there when we were doing our TEDx?
We did run-throughs of our TEDx talk,
And how did
and
we do our run throughs?
we
What
did
is
them.
one of our one of us we do our run throughs and we do them like
We
as
did them as
fast as
fast
we
as we
can, as
could.
slow as we can, and what else did we
We
try?
so we tried doing it in accents, and
And what did
one
we
of
learn?
one of us is pretty good at accents.
Not me.
Everything Mo does ends up sounding basically like Scottish,
Yep.
even like Southern.
Yeah. Well, I actually consider that a skill.
Oh yeah?
I don't know, like if you were to do a Southern accent, I would like to see you nicely, gradually transition to a kilt wearing Scot.
So I had an idea this weekend. You know how this has to do with what you're talking about, I promise. You know how you
Does
are
it?
in groups and you have, well, I wouldn't be shocked if it didn't, but you're in groups and you have these crowd breakers, like two truths and a lie, or
Yeah.
like, like all these things. And we do these in Master Circle. We do them in, you can do them in, um,
AA.
when we speak at, when we speak and do like a 1 day like workshop or something, sometimes we'll do stuff like this to do crowd breaking activity. I thought a really good crowd breaker question would be, what is a skill you have that is completely useless?
Oh my God. Listen, okay, so
What?
I will tie into that. So I'll let you finish your story.
Well, that's okay. Well, I thought of it because Kelly, who is my best friend from high school, and she was over, and we were sitting at my parents' house, and we were talking about all of the. Kelly accuses me of being as much of a slacker as she was in high school, but getting good grades, and she didn't get as good grades. This whole thing. But the thing she said, and I tell this people all the time, one thing that I can do from high school that serves me not at all is I can do the entire poem, "This is the house that Jack built," in Spanish. Like, what good does that do? But I can do it.
I don't even know the poem in English.
This is the house that Jack built. This is the cheese that sat in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the cheese that sat in the house that Jack built. This is the cat that chased the rat that ate the cheese. It's very Hole at the Bottom of the Sea
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it's this whole, I can do the whole thing in Spanish.
How long is it?
It's pretty long.
Yes, muy long.
Anyway, so I thought that would be a great crowd breaker question, is to go around a circle and say, what is something you can do, a skill that you have that is completely useless in real life? So now say your thing. What were you going to say?
Well, I wasn't gonna say what skill I have.
No, I mean, tell me the thing you were going to tell me.
So I'm prepping, I'm moderating a panel with two women in April, and I've been doing a lot of research, and I've also been thinking about questions because I've listened to all these interviews, and I feel bad for these people because they get asked these questions, and so I want to be able to go into this panel and ask something that they haven't been asked, but I don't want it to be stupid, like what's your favorite color, right?
Or what did the groundhog see this morning?
It's only
That kind of
applicable in one
behavior
day.
normally gets me flipped off, but most trying to behave.
No, but one of the questions I came up with was it was something along the lines of like what's something you're good at that has no practical value, which is kind of the same thing, you know? And I'm like, then whenever I do panel questions, I always think, well, how would I answer that? So like I would never, because I'm always afraid someone might say, well, what's your answer? You know, but I'm like, no, I'm running this. I
I have
will.
some answers though. We should answer for each other because I think
For what?
so we should answer that question for each other.
Well, no, I know yours.
Well, I have other useless skills.
No, I know. State capitals. What's my useless skill?
Oh, you can sing row row your boat backwards.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I was coming up with. That's
Yes.
it.
I'm sure there are more, but like there's probably some things that were drilled into you, like at the academy, that you don't use anymore. Like, What's the lunch thing? Good, good, clean.
Fast, neat, average, friendly, good, good. But that's not useless information.
Well, do you use it when Jen asks you how dinner was? Do you answer with that?
Well, when she passes me the form to fill out, you bet your ass I do. Fast, neat, average, friendly, good, good. Listen, the urban myth. So
I love this story. I know what you're gonna say.
okay. So, and again, this is another thing I don't know if they do still do at the academy. But when I was a freshman, the freshman would also have to fill out was the O-96. Every form has a number, right? Form 1, form 90, 910, whatever. So, but the form O-96 was it was like the comment card essentially for the food service, the quality, the speed, blah blah blah. But there were 6 questions, and I couldn't even tell you what the questions were. And it was a multiple choice answer. But no matter what, we always had to fill out, and I don't even know how this started, but we always had to fill out fast, neat, average, and then the second line, the bottom 3 questions were friendly, good, good. That was always the answer. Fast, neat, average, friendly, good, good. We just never filled out anything else. That was the form O-96. Now, again, I don't know how that started. I don't know why that started, but the urban myth was um, so when you go through survival school, this is not the urban myth, but when you go through survival school, one of the things you fill out, and again, I don't know if this is still done because I'm sure it's all, everybody's got a GPS
It's
tracker.
on your Apple Watch now.
Yeah, they just scan a QR code tattoo on your arm. But um, we would fill out an ISO prep card, and it was basically you would fill out 4 questions. You would make 4 statements, and from each statement you should be able to pull 2 or 3 or 4 questions. Like I would say, the first car I ever owned was a gray 1977 VW Scirocco that I bought from my brother Lee for $1 or for $100. What like from that they could say like how much did you pay for your first car or what color, like there's all these questions. So there was 4 questions you would go through, and that would be in case you were ever like shot down or whatever, and they needed to verify who you were. Let's say you gave your social security, whatever. It was something that only you knew. And the way the story goes is there was a downed airman, and he was an Air Force Academy grad, and there was a rescue helicopter, also an Air Force Academy grad, and they were trying to validate who this guy was. They didn't have his ISO prep card. And the guy said, listen, I went to the Air Force Academy and I graduate whatever class. And the guy's like, I went to the Air Force Academy too. And he goes, finish this sentence. Fast, neat, average. And the guy said, friendly, good, good. And they're like, pick him up. So that was the urban myth. Again, I don't know, but it's just one of those things where that is you. My point is, it may be useless to you, but
Yeah.
it saves somebody's life. And you never
Oh
know
my
when a
gosh.
comment form will save somebody's life.
If the circle of fifths could ever save somebody's life, then
But
I
it
am
won't. It
a
never
hero.
will. But no. Oh, speaking of
Order of
circle of fifths. So
sharks.
listen.
FCGDAB.
Okay. Good. So um, So you got me this two tuning forks because I recently learned about sympathetic resonance, and I think it is such a powerful example of the transfer of energy and how we can either be the note that's being struck or being the recipient and just vibrating because we have no other aimless purpose, like something about the house that Jack built in Escondido. So in the video, I said these are tuning forks. I gave you credit because you bought them for me, and they're tuned to 440 hertz. Bing, do the exercise, blah blah blah. My cousin, who is a piano instructor, also, she goes, "I just had my piano tuned, and that's a B flat."
Oh no.
So, so she goes, "I either need to get my piano tuned, retuned,
Oh
but I
my
went today, and
gosh.
it is a B flat." So
Oh, is it really?
yeah, but the
I specifically searched for 440.
oh, I don't know. Well, call Timu because they gave you an eight. I don't. What it might not have been metric. It might have been 440, like giga acres or something. Yeah,
Gigahertz.
yeah.
That's so
Anyway,
funny because I specifically looked for
well,
440.
matters not. It's still
That's so
work.
funny. I
But
was gonna say my piano is out of tune right now, so it might be 440. It might be a 440 on my piano because my
yeah,
piano is terribly out of
I
tune
just
right
thought
now.
that was funny. She like Sharon's like she goes, well, mine is a B flat. I
Oh,
just had
that's
my piano tuned.
funny. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah.
I didn't even I just
Oh,
sent them
it
to you.
doesn't matter.
I
The
didn't
whole
even
point,
care.
it's still where it's still such an amazing concept for me. I love it.
It is, and I've thought about that a lot about, and it's kind of like the what you get out of the world is what you put into it. It's about, I think finding your tribe, finding your people has to
Hmm.
do with that. I think, you just naturally meet people, whether you're looking for them or not, that you gel with. Like I think about our friend Jen Renault,
Hmm.
who we just both love.
Yeah.
I met Jen because she signed her daughter up for piano lessons. And she would come in and sit, and just through little snippets of conversation, I was like, oh, I just feel this like connection. And then we went out on like a friend date, and we've been
Yeah.
friends for like forever now. And
Yeah.
even with you, when we met at Treble Harmony Brigade, like there was just this, like we would kind of like poke and banter back and forth, and I'd be like, okay, I like her, she gets that. Like there's just this connection, you can
Yeah.
feel the people that pick up the vibration that you're putting
But
out there.
yeah, and
So
isn't there a like a saying that like you become the average of the five people that you hang out with,
you're
and I think there's
closest
power to
to.
that too because, and again, I'm looking at the pitch tuning forks right now, and it's like again that whole just again, and one of my friends from high school that I've known forever, she even said she goes, I always thought the energy thing was woo woo, and like that is a powerful demonstration because I did too. I mean, that was a powerful demonstration of how energy moves and how we react to other people, and there are some people in my life when they walk into the house, I can feel the difference, and I
Yeah.
think it's just crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
And
I
and I
just I
think
love that.
too, the things that happen to you on a day-to-day basis are sometimes a result of what you put out. Like, and I mean, it makes logical sense. It's like kindness begets kindness, but
Hmm.
but I really think it's more than that. It's just what you walk around with and how people feel compelled to respond to you because they can feel that
Hmm.
coming from you.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot that's there, and it is. I love that it's got some scientific backing
Oh,
with
it's
the
crazy. Yeah, it
with the
was.
tuning forks. It's just cool.
Yeah, it was just insane. I'm just like I just love it. I think it's just such a neat it's just such a neat example. And you can't deny it, right? Like it's not there's no magic. It's just like
Yeah.
you strike one tuning fork, you dampen it, and that one's going, and it hasn't been struck. It's just responding to that one. I'm like, that's so cool.
Well, and that happens and we talk about this too. This happens in music, especially in barbershop singing. You get these overtones. There is the presence of a note being sung that is not being produced by anybody's voice.
Hmm.
It's a result of the way that the sound waves are tight. And sometimes it's just as loud as the other notes singing.
Yeah.
Crazy to me.
Does other music do harmony of other music, or is it because there's four notes, or is it because how is it?
I think it has to do with the way that the sound is engineered to be so tight.
Okay.
I think with choirs you can get that too, but you've got to just have everything locked, like the
Yeah.
chords locked
Yeah.
in order to produce that other wavelength. So
I mean, there have to be like, what were they like spectrometers, when you can see the
yeah,
waves.
yeah.
So when there's an overtone, is it the waves are opposite each other?
they cross at certain frequencies.
Okay, okay.
So when you look at waves that are dissonant versus waves that clash versus waves that sound good together, harmony versus dissonance, the dissonant waves are so close together that they cross in the wrong places, basically.
Okay.
And
Yep.
so the waves that are harmony have a certain number of times they peak and dip in a certain amount of time, and they mesh up with other. It's fascinating. It's
That's
super
crazy.
cool. Yeah, it's super cool. So,
That's
this time next week, Moe, we will be on the other side of our Galentine's show.
I'm excited.
I am too. I've been working on the spoiler alert sing along portion of the show, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking at the Runner show today, and just I just love that even though we did this show 2 years ago, I love that it's gonna be a different show, even though a lot of the elements, I mean, a lot of the elements are the same across all of our shows. There's
Yep.
certain things we do, but they're different because of the audience, and whatever the audience gives, that changes the show or whatever. So yeah, I love, excuse
And
me,
I've
I
been
love
reaching out to some people and like, hey, I want you to come. And they're like, I'm gonna ask my bestie. We're gonna go together. Like things
human
like that. So,
potluck. It's called a human potluck. You bring a person. It
so
sounds
share.
cannibalistic, but it isn't really.
Put a spoon in their head. No. What if somebody brings someone in a pot with pot holders like on their arms? Like, here's my,
Here's my
they're
potluck.
hot. Here's my hot friend.
Yeah, I'm right here.
You're so hot, I gotta use oven mitts.
Are you a beaver? Cause damn. No, so we just ordered. We just went and bought 4 bottles of champagne today. So we had to taste it first because the guy at Total
Oh,
Wine
of
was like,
course.
happy wet February, everybody. Um, so, so,
That sounds so wrong.
well, it's not like I said moist March. I mean, like, come on. Anyway,
What comes after dry January?
wet
Moist
February.
March. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we got that. So I figured we just make like a mimosa bar or
No, that'll be
like orange
fun.
juice and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that.
Snackle boxes, people. Get your
I know
snackle
we've sold
boxes.
one. We've sold one.
Yay.
So
All right. We'll
yeah,
sell some more.
yeah.
They're
I have to come
fun.
up with like a gluten-free vegan one because I know there's one person that can't get them because it's not gluten, and then or gluten-free, and another one can't get it because the whole vegan part. I don't know. I'm always afraid of because you can have dairy, you can have like I'm always afraid of cross contaminating, cross pollinating.
That's why I'm an omnivore. I just eat everything.
Yeah, me too.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's easier that way. Omnivorous Rex. That's me.
I hear so
If
another
you're
thing
happy,
again.
stop.
Crap.
Crap.
Um, what was I watching? Oh, I've been watching the latest season of Traitors when Mama Kelsey is on it.
Oh yeah, I
And
watched the trailer.
Michael Rappaport is on it.
Oh
Oh,
nice.
he is a bit of an ass.
Is he?
Yeah, and I don't know if he's
Good to know.
playing, but anyway, they're at one of the tables when he's like, "If you're a traitor and you know it, clap your hands. Come on." He's like begging this guy, and he goes through the whole song, and he's like, just
Oh
like,
my gosh.
anyway.
That's funny.
No, what I was going to say is, again, prepping for this panel, I've been listening to a lot of interviews, and one of them was she was saying, okay, it's Madison Marsh. She won Miss America in
Okay.
2024, and she had only gotten into pageants. I think her first pageant was the Miss Colorado pageant, which she won, and then the next
Nice.
one. I'm like but she's very, very well spoken. Her mom passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age
Mm.
of 41, like
Oh
right
geez.
before she went to the academy. Like she almost didn't go to the academy. So, but she went. She started a nonprofit. Very well spoken, very, very driven. And one of the interviews I was watching with her, and I think they were talking about like, what was that final moment when you were announced, and you can watch they're playing the replay, and she's like genuinely shocked, like me, like very Sandra Bullock, but just like,
Love
but
it.
but what I thought was really cool, and I wrote it down somewhere, but she said, I didn't go in with the purpose of winning. Like it wasn't my goal. My goal
Interesting.
was to win the experience, like to come out with friends. And I thought it was such an interesting to win the experience. I thought was such a
I
really
like
powerful
that.
thing. And I think that we go through that a lot of times. Like I think there's a bigger lesson in there too, is that when you go in with something with that attitude, and we've talked about this with quartet all the time, it's easy for us to say we want to medal, we want to become, first, second, third, fourth, or fifth place. Well, you can't control,
Yeah.
what the other quartets do as far as scoring. But if you go in and say we want to score above whatever, or
Yeah.
we want to score at least 20 points higher than last year, yeah, you're in control of that. But to be able to say we want to place third, well,
Yeah.
you don't know, you can't say that. But if you go up against an objective measure like a score or an improvement from the score last year. And I thought that was really powerful because she didn't go in it to win it. I mean, she's going to do her best. She's going to put her best foot forward. But she said, I wanted to win the experience. And I'm like, that's a really, really cool
I
phrase.
love that. That's so focused on the moments and the things that you gain that don't have a price tag on them. And
Yep.
Mo, you're so good about this. You're so good about um the experience. Like it's always worth the experience.
Yeah.
And um it makes me think too of like my students. We've got this solo and ensemble assessment coming up
Mm.
that we have every year. And one of my students asked me tonight, actually, she said, should I do it? I said, look, anytime you prep yourself and get up in front of people and perform, you're making yourself a better performer, person, competitor, like all of that. It's like there's value in pretty much everything you can choose to do if you choose to look at it that way.
Right.
And to the people you're going to connect with along the way. And I love that. I know any events that we do, we are always, I think, hyper aware of who are the people that we can make them feel schwacked, and who
Hmm.
are the people that we can pay attention and they make us feel schwacked.
Yeah.
And all of these full stop moments
Yep.
that are there all the time. And I love that phrase about winning the experience. That's really good. That's like goals.
Yeah.
Hashtag goals with a Z.
Hashtag, yeah. Yeah. But this is also the same, this is also the same lady who, when she did win, I went and talked to my mom who has dementia at the nursing home. And I said, well, she has dementia everywhere, but she lives at a nursing home. So, but I said to her, I said, Mom, I said, the woman who just won Miss America graduated from the Air Force Academy. She goes, oh, good for her. And I said, I graduated from the Air Force Academy. She goes, you did? And I said, yeah. I said, she goes, good for you. And I said, don't you want to ask if I'm the one who won Miss America? She starts laughing. I'm like, oh, okay. That's funny. But yeah, so I win the experience. I thought that was really cool, and it made me think of the same thing too. Is again, what do we always say? Interrupt the rush, pause with presence, and add a tiny twist. Oh. Speaking of full stops, um, I was working in the yard or something, and I missed a call from Beth Farner, my one of my best friends from high school, and I'm like, oh, I saw my watch, but my phone was too far away, so I knew it wouldn't connect.
Sure.
And then she called back again. I was like, oh no, like when someone keeps calling you, and normally
Yeah.
this is somebody who texts you like, oh, someone's died. And so I
Wow, that
picked, and so
escalated quickly.
did it. So I picked it up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? She goes, hey, how you doing? She's all happy. And she goes, I had this schwack moment, and she goes, I've been meaning to. It's like 3 months old now, right? And so she goes, I was like, if I don't do it right now, I'm driving home. If I don't do it right now, I won't do it. So what I thought was really cool is she goes, I can't exactly remember what schwack stands for, all the letters, and I said that's fine. But her dad had to go to the ER,
Mm.
and when she got to the ER, it was her and her mom and her dad. Her dad went back, and they said you can only have one visitor per patient. So her mom went back, and her Beth was just sitting in the thank you Zoom. You end in 10 minutes.
Time bully.
Beth was sitting in the waiting room, and all of a sudden she heard her name. Like her dad was back there, and she heard her name paged, and she kind of looked up, and over by the going back to the where the patient hallway is was her parents' neighbor, this guy
Oh
that lived
wow.
nearby. He's also a volunteer at the hospital. And
Nice.
so he called her back, and they're walking. He goes, I'm going to take you to your dad. And she goes, I thought you're only allowed to have one patient. And he goes, we're not going to play by that rule today. And so he took he took her back, and so Beth was able to be with her mom and her dad was in a state of confusion, and so she was saying how comforting it was for her
Mhm.
dad and for her mom and for her to have just a familiar face and for them all to be there. And she said
Nice.
he kept coming by and kept checking on him, and it's just like that really cool. She goes, but he made me feel like I mattered and seen and heard. And she goes, whatever else SWAC stands for. And I said, no, I got it. Seen, heard, understood, appreciated. She goes, yeah, all of that.
You know it when you feel
Yeah.
it.
But I thought that was so cool because he may be thinking, I just did what any normal person would do, but the impact that that had on her and her mom and her dad, and it's just like, I'm like, I'm sure that I don't know if he violated some rules, but what are they going to do? Dock his volunteer paycheck? So anyway, but I just thought that
Firing.
was really cool. And I'm like, that's so cool. I'm glad you told me that. So,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and that's the thing. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take these big grandiose things. It's the small things. The
yeah.
big things are the small things.
And I
And
think the smaller the better too. I think sometimes it's those little things that I think a lot, and I'm guilty of this too, is like I won't do something because I'm like, well, it's not wrapped properly. It's not, so you kind of self-select. You're like, no, I'm not going to do it because it won't matter. I'm like, you know what? Now I'm just like, I don't care. And if it looks stupid and silly, even better, I'll just do it. So
you just have to trust it. You
yeah.
just
So,
have to
but yeah,
trust
I
it.
just thought that was really cool. So no one died is what I'm saying. But
Oh, good. That story could have gone really badly.
yeah,
So,
good. Yeah, but yeah,
but I love that Beth recognized not only that it happened, but that she recognizes it as a schwack moment. Like
yeah,
she's got that in her brain now, and she's got that in her vocabulary and in her world. And again, this see full circle, the sympathetic resonance. She's putting all of that out now, and it's going to be picked up by other people who are willing to receive it, who have their tuning forks set to B flat apparently.
yeah.
So,
440, 450,
that
whatever.
sounds like a very specific insult, like her tuning fork set to B flat, if you know what I mean. It's very specific. Like,
Her
no, I don't
tuning
know what you
her
mean.
tuning fork has one prong, if you know what I'm saying. Can a tuning fork have a prong? No, it has to have two. A fork?
It probably has to have two.
Does
Allison
fork
would
mean two?
probably Allison would probably know that.
No, fork can't mean two.
Fork?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. We need someone to look up the etymology of the word fork.
Please. It's above my pay
I
grade for
remember
tonight.
I lived I shared a house with Darlene when I lived in Northern California, and we had like these beautiful rose bush. We rented a house out in Napa, but we had these beautiful rose bushes out front. And one day she was out there and she got the trimmers and she was trimming. I said, "Well, can I help?" She goes, "Yeah." She goes, and Darlene's a doctor, so huge book smart. She goes, so I grabbed the clippers and she goes, yeah, just wherever the rose bifurcates, just go ahead and cut it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? She goes, yeah, where it bifurcates, just cut. I'm like, okay, no idea what you're saying. Bi means two, so I just find two rose bushes and cut them. I don't know what to do. But I think about that every time I have clippers in my hand. I think about Darlene and the word bifurcate. So anyway,
That's amazing.
yeah. So etymology on fork. So
Okay.
that's what we need. Yeah.
Come on, people. We're counting on you.
Is it when your spoon bifurcates? That's what happens.
Just fork.
It's a spoon bifurcation.
So painful.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
nope. Okay.
No.
On that note,
I'm so glad you're editing yourself tonight. That's great.
I don't want to get flipped off. I only have 5 minutes left of my free Zoom. Since Riverside is failing us left and
Oh
right.
my gosh, we need to figure that out.
Yeah. Are you
If
getting your
if
hair
that,
done?
I mean,
Did you get
I'm
extensions?
no,
Is
I
that a
didn't get
wig? Is
extension.
that a
This
wig?
is- I had a really bad haircut in June. You know this, and but
Okay, it's February.
I know, but the woman that cut my hair, Jamie, is amazing, and she's cutting it so that it's growing out, and I,
So let me get this straight. The lady who cuts your hair cuts it so that it grows out better and you won't need to get it
yes.
cut? Okay, so that is a very, very poor business model, Jamie. If
So
you're
when I
watching,
sat in Jamie's chair and I sobbed to Jamie about my bad haircut, and she goes, "Okay," and she's touching my hair, and she goes, "We can't put hair back on." And I'm like, "You are not wrong." She goes, "But we can blend this so it grows out the way." She's amazing.
well, it's a good
I
thing you'll
love
never have
Jamie.
to see her again because she cut it
I
so well, it's going
no,
to
I'm
grow out.
actually about to go
Nice
into
job,
the.
Jamie.
I
This
also and I love
haircut, This haircut will be $1,000 because it will last you the rest of your life.
No, I'm very happy with how it's growing out because she does a good job. Because you know what? She made me feel schwacked. She let me tell my story. She let me complain. She listened to what I wanted,
I'm sorry, is
and
Jamie
she
a
cut my hair.
hairstylist or a therapist?
She is. Well, fine line. And her daughter's one of my students. So again, voice teacher or therapist, fine line.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you the t-shirts I got. I'm going to show you Tuesday when
Okay.
I see
I
you.
can't show you the ones I have.
Why not? Are they inappropriate?
Yep.
Oh, good Lord. All right, so Tuesday we will exchange the showing of Timu t-shirts.
Okay.
And I did not get my blanket done in the car today because I took a nap. I should have my blanket done by Tuesday and I'll show
I
you
have
that.
started a second one.
I'm so proud of you, Moe. Look at you. I love that pattern, by the way. Thank you for mentioning C to C because
I
it's
took
my
my
main
I
tip.
took my corner to corner up to Helen, Lee's mom, and she approved. She was very proud of me.
Good. I'm very proud of you too.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job.
Yeah, I love
Mine
it.
is it's big and it's heavy and I really like it. I'm excited.
Big
And
and
I'm
heavy. That's my
20
Instagram
I'm
handle.
20 decreasing rows away from having it done, so it shouldn't take me very long.
Yeah, I'm not counting anything.
Well, I mean the
I
math
did.
itself.
I did use.
Did you make this one rectangle like we talked about?
I'm starting to.
You used a stitch marker, one of the ones I got you for Christmas.
But I don't know if I stitch mark where I'm supposed to increase or decrease.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, the stitch mark. Oh, can I show you something else I made real quick?
Sure.
I
You
know we
have
need to go.
2 minutes and 46 seconds. Oh, is that the dragonfly?
It's a dragonfly. Isn't he
Nice.
cute?
He's cute. He's
So
got
my friend
funny ears.
Alyssa, yeah, I love his little antennas. My friend Alyssa is a pattern designer, and I occasionally only agree to when I will no, I will finish it. And I pattern tested for this is the he's one of the five love bugs.
Cute.
And it worked up very quickly. And her patterns are, and she just got a big shout out on this lady's YouTube channel that reviews patterns.
Uh-huh.
And she had lovely things to say about her.
Nice.
And Alyssa, she puts her sense of humor in there, and she's a really good pattern writer. So this is my little dragonfly.
Cute.
Cute.
Are you gonna do the larynx next?
I'm getting a picture of one soon. I'm going to talk to her about it Wednesday when I see her. So I'm
Nice.
going to
Awesome.
crochet lyrics. So
All right, I'm gonna go decrease or increase. I
so
don't know.
clearly we're all over the place per usual. So
Sure. All right. Well,
all right,
happy
friends,
February, everybody. Good luck to Puxatawny Phil tomorrow.
come to our Valentine's Day show. It's going to
Yep.
be fun
Valentine's Day. It's at 2 p.m. There will be a mimosa bar.
on the 7th
Yes.
at Resonate Baltimore.
Yay. All right.
All right.
See you, party people.
Bye.
Bye.